What's the word, Bills Mafia? Obviously, not coming off the performance that we would have liked to have seen, especially against a bum team like the Broncos. But that's neither here nor there. We can't control the past. All we can do is control what we could do going forward. Hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe either. 24-22 loss, Monday Night Football. And pretty disgusting fashion if we're going to be real about it. Less about the Broncos, 100% about us. Self-inflicted, right? Turnovers from start. First play of the game, we fumbled the ball. We set the Broncos up beautifully, right? Well, I think it was 2-3 turnovers within the first 10 plays for us. Just not good ball, right? And then you add the penalties on top of that, and obviously we'll get to that in a little bit too. But to me as a whole, man, a lot of just self-inflicted stuff, man. And part of that does boil down to coaching. Yes, you need your players to, be in stadium and execute a lot better in certain capacities. But we're talking about the little details right now. And I think that's the biggest difference between this team sitting, at, 5-5 right now versus this team legitimately having a chance to make some noise. You look around the league right now, the teams that are competing to ultimately have one of these playoff spots or one of these top seeds, it's not this big gap that's separating us from them. But the big thing is we are horrendous in terms of protecting the ball right now. We obviously know Josh is leading the league in picks right now, and not all of them are his fault. Let's also talk about that. They not. But he does have the handful that are his fault. And that's the part for him where he just got to be a little bit more buttoned up. Now, obviously, we fired Ken Dorsey. Part of me, I get it. The other part, this is like hey, it's not looking good. Let's just make a quick move real quick so we can, point the finger at somebody. Because if we're talking about this game against the Broncos, we still win the game. I mean, we have 12 guys on the field in the last field goal. The guy misses it. It's a win otherwise. You think about Josh, I think it was his first interception in the game, right? It hits Gabe Davis square in the hands. All right. So it's certain parts where, like I said, I don't think it was all the way needed or all the way necessary right now because Ken Dorsey still is a good coordinator, but he's young. And he's thrown into a situation where the fire is hot. So it's produced or we got to move on. So that's the part that kind of sucks for him. But I don't feel like this offense was, broken. I think if anything, we just got to figure out a little bit better balance with Josh, right? When running, when passing. And then for him, just understanding when to be aggressive, when not to be aggressive. But as a whole, this team has to protect the ball better. Defensively, through the injuries, we still finding ways to get it done. Still finding ways to put our team in position to win. So I'm loving that, even with some of these crazy injuries that we've been sustaining. But as a whole, we just got to be more disciplined. If we could play more discipline, man, we win multiple games going forward by double digits like we're accustomed to seeing. When we are loose and sloppy and we have a ton of penalties and a ton of turnovers, which we did again versus the Broncos. I mean, I think the stat right now for Josh, in terms of consecutive games now with interception, I mean, it's crazy. That has to stop. Or a turnover in general, that has to stop. In order for this team to be as good as we know they're capable of being, we got to cut that part down. But once we do that, everything else is on the table. And we still in fighting range. That's the other beautiful thing. So, yeah, like I said, it sucked about the Broncos. But the beautiful thing is we got the Jets coming into town, and we're very familiar with them. And we owe them. Okay? We definitely owe them. So it's time to get some get back. And it's not going to get any easier. Y'all know what the schedule looks like going forward. So it's put up or shut up time. But y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all are feeling about the state of the squad right now, man. Concerned? You nervous? Or you still 10 toes down, locked in, ready to roll, man? But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby, peace.